everyone, Lisa here. So today I am back with another SNL challenge. So I had questions on last week's challenge about what font I use, so I thought I would show you in the Silhouette software. So this was the image that I downloaded. Let's see if it'll focus. So it's called Today and Everyday, and that's an actual font that it's not a font, it's an actual image that I downloaded. So I used that everyday one, not the today one, but I know I had a couple people asking about which one I had used. So that's it. It wasn't an actual font, it was an actual image that I downloaded. So I thought I would share with you what we're going to do today. So for this week's challenge, we are making treat bags for Halloween. Seeing how Halloween is next week, I thought I would show you, this is an image that I'm going to cut out with my Silhouette, and I'm going to show you how I adapt it so that I can make it work, and I'm also going to show you my own personal version of this without using the Silhouette software, just so in case there's people that don't have Silhouette software. So pardon me, I'm holding the camera instead of on a tripod or something like that. So basically I just inserted this image, and actually let me go back and I'll show you what the image looks like. So it looks like this. It's called Bat Treat Box. So that's what it looks like. So now I'm just gonna go back to my little mat, okay, which is back here. So this is the image right here. So I don't want this face on here. I don't want it to cut it out. So I'm just gonna right click it. Oops. Right click here on the image so that the whole box comes up. And then I'm going to go to ungroup, and that's going to ungroup these two images together. So now if I click on this image, this whole image is together, but I don't want this face in here, so I'm just gonna right click again, and then I'm gonna go to ungroup. So now you can see how this face is selected, so I'm gonna click on, or I'm just gonna click out of there and then click on this face, and then I'm just gonna right click, and then I'm going to delete. So this is all we're gonna print out. So you can see my Silhouette's over here and it's ready to go. So I'm going to cut that out, and then I'll come back and show you what we have. Okay, so after we cut it out, we have this image here. So I'm just going to peel these pieces off. Don't throw the rest of the cardstock away. Just use it for scraps. I mean, there's quite a bit of extra cardstock here. So I always save my little extra bits for like just doing little cuts or embossing or something like that for cards. So this is the image that we have here. This is our main body part, and I'm not sure if that's picking up, but this is perforated here. So we're just going to score it here, and we're just going to put a line of tape across this here. And the one thing I will say with the Silhouette files is I wish it came with instructions on how to put it together. Sadly, they don't, so sometimes it's trial and error. So we just sealed it up this way. So you want to make sure you're going to put the tape this way next time. On the bottom, you want to make sure that it's sealed opposite. You don't want to seal it this way. You want to make sure you seal it this way. So I'm just going to add some glue. I'm just using this strip adhesive. I'm just going to actually just rip a piece off just so that I can get in there a little better. So I'm just going to remove that. So then again, we're just going to just line it up this way. I think the easiest way is just to make sure that it lines up in the center this way, and then just press. So it looks completely opposite right now, but basically you're going to fill in your goodies. So I'm just going to put a coffee crisp in here. Let's see if I can get one more. I've got a Reese and a coffee crisp in there. And then when we seal it, we're going to seal it up this way. And our little bat wings are going to get glued on this way. So now that I have everything in there, I am thinking you could do it like this. Maybe perhaps. Just similar to a pillow box. Okay, no, that's not working. Oh well, I'll just tape it there. I wish there was instructions for these, but see, look, this is where it kind of confuses me because there is these little folds in here, so I kind of feel like it needs to go in like this and in like this. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. If somebody knows how to do it, but that's how I feel it should go, but it doesn't want to go like that. So again, I'm just going to put some strip adhesive in the middle. And then I'm just going to remove it. Ugh, get out of there. Okay, and then I'm just going to close it up like so. Okay, so you can see our little bat box is working quite well, and then you just glue it down like that. So I'm just going to take another little strip of adhesive. And then I'm just going to put 3 strips down. I just think it'll hold it a little better. Okay, and then we're going to take this and line it up. And then just stick it to the back. So there is the bat part of our box. Now, you can definitely leave it like that if you want. The reason why I did not use the eyes on the feature and the mouth is I felt I didn't really care for it too much. So what I've done before, I did a trial one, is I just draw some eyes. And these are going to be way too big, but scissors. These will work. So I just kind of cut the eyeballs out. And I just kind of follow along. But I know those are going to be too big, so I will cut them down. It's just easier for me to draw a bigger oval than it is to draw a smaller oval, if that makes sense. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is just come along this one here. Okay, so there's one eye, and then I'll just come along and make this one roughly about the same size. Oh, he's just a little too fat, so I'll just like trim him down this way. And I don't care that they're not perfect. That part doesn't bother me. So then what I do is I get a Sharpie, which is right here. And then I just go kind of like this. Just kind of make the eye, but just leave just a little bit of the white. Kind of towards the top. So those are our eyes. And then I get a red piece of paper. And I just kind of make another oval. And this one I don't even draw out. Okay, and then you can just kind of make a half circle in here. And I think that might be a little too big, so I'm just gonna fix the width of it by just trimming it off just a little bit. And then I'll just put it on top of my little bat here just to see if it's about the right size before I glue everything down. Okay, that looks about right. So what I do to the mouth before I glue it down is I actually get my little white gel pen, and I'm just gonna zoom in here so you can see. See what I'm doing. So what I do is I make two little triangles for his teeth, and I just fill it in. And then just do two littler ones on the bottom. Make this one a little bit longer. There we go. And then all I do is I grab my little bat, and then I will just glue on the mouth. Be careful because that white gel pen is still a little dry, or it's still drying, I should say. So then just glue on the mouth. Just hold it for a few seconds just to get the glue to set. And then one googly eye. I mean, you can definitely use googly eyes. I don't have any googly eyes, so I just make my own. Stick it with my finger, there we go. All right, so that is the bat. Oops, let me just zoom out here. Sorry, guys. So that's the little bat that we made with the silhouette. Now I'm going to show you how to make it without a silhouette. So what you're going to need is a letter-sized piece of paper. And you're going to cut this to 5.5. So it's half of a letter-sized piece of paper. You are going to take your adhesive. Let me just use this one here. You're going to put it along the bottom and along the top and along one side. And the reason why I put it along the bottom and the top is just so that it's easier to put it all together at the end. Okay, and then pull off one side, one of the bottom sides, and then the side. And then you just, oops, wrong way. You want this tape on this side, and then you're just gonna roll this over and just kind of glue it down so that way I'll have to pull a little bit of this tape up just to get it out of the way. And then just kind of line up your sides. Oops, I got a little bit of a pucker here. Okay, so glue your sides down, and then you're gonna remove one of the strips of paper. Whoops, I removed both, but okay, so anyway, just remove one side, only glue one side down first. Glue this side this way. Add your candy. I'm gonna put in 2 Reese's Pieces. And I could probably fit one more in, but I won't. And then just glue it the opposite way. So we have the same shape, just slightly different. And then we're going to do the same thing with the eyes and then the nose, and then we will be right back. Okay, so we have our little bat face all together. Now we're going to work on the wings. So just find any round shape, any kind of bigger-ish round shape. And this is the other half of the 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that we cut in half. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. 5.5 by 8.5. So all you're going to do is you're going to take a pencil and just trace your shape. If you kind of look at this bat wing, this is the one that's cut out of the silhouette. It kind of like goes up and down in almost like a half heart shape, and then it'll swoop out this way and swoop out that way. So that's basically the shape you're looking for, is for it to be a little bit more rounder. Let me just go like this, up on the top, and then just kind of eyeball. It doesn't have to be perfect where the other one is, so you can kind of see it's not exactly right. And then you just want to find either a shape that's a little bit, I want my shape to come down to here, so you can either freehand it and just kind of go like this, or you can try and use a little bit of a rounder shape. I just didn't like the angle that was going to give me. I think I want a little bit more of a curve on here, so something like that. Maybe not quite. Maybe I want it to be more like, and this is just where you just kind of freehand and kind of see how you like the bat wings. And you don't even, you know what? I don't even like that. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to try the other side. And I'm going to erase all those lines after. So again, just kind of freehand, roughly there. What I've done before is, I know I want it to come down to here. So I've done where I'll use like a smaller roll and just make a couple extra little swoops down. And then like so. And then that just kind of gives me an eyeball as to where I want these little things to come in. I like that side better, so. No, I like that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna erase these last ones. I just tried to see if I could fix it a little better, but I don't. So if you want, you can even, I like this shape a little bit better, so I'm just going to fold this in half. And I'm just going to copy this shape. It's kind of a very easy and freeing, and you don't have to be exactly perfect. And I'm not one to hand draw shapes, as you can see, so I just kind of go with whatever kind of looks good. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's handmade, and if people can't appreciate it, then they don't deserve it, in my opinion. So, and then just cut that out. Very similar to a heart pattern, just kind of tracing it out so that way it's on the going to be matched on both sides. And when we open this up, we should have some pretty cool bat wings. So there you go. So then we're just going to erase our little lines here. And I'll erase the lines on the other side as well, just so that they don't see it on the other side. And then the rest is just gluing the bat wings onto the main body of the bat, and then that's it. All right, so there's our bat wing. I'm gonna use this wider tape just because I have it here in front of me. Use two smaller ones on this side. All right. Okay, and then just stick your little bat body on here. And ta-da! So you can see you have two little bats. This one from the silhouette is a little bit of a smaller one. This one's a little bit bigger. I did do an experiment and try doing some other sizes. So this is a 4x6 piece of paper, and you can see it's quite a bit smaller than the other ones. This one only holds 1 chocolate bar. This one is from the silhouette, it holds 2. This is from 8, that half letter size, and it could fit 3. And this, look at this monster one. This guy is a 6x12 piece of paper, and he can hold, I think, about 5 to 6 candies in here. So definitely, if you just vary the size of them, you can definitely get a whole bunch of different sizes for however you hand your candies out to the trick-or-treaters. These are going to my family. This one's going to my husband, and then the other ones will probably go to my kids and maybe possibly some of the trick-or-treaters that come to our house for friends that we know. So thank you everybody for watching, and next week's Halloween, so happy Halloween in advance, and we will see you next time. Bye.